Hello there, Jackie. Instructor Pamela here. I would like to give you an additional overview of understanding the EHRs and the EMRs. Keep in mind when you go into your healthcare jobs in the future, even now, you will experience and work with many different EHRs and EMRs. Every time you change facilities, you'll probably more than likely be working on a different program. But that's okay, because all of the programs perform the same functionalities. You just have to basically just learn the new way that it looks. It's kind of like understanding, let's say, Facebook and Twitter. They're both social networks. They perform the same functionalities. They just look different. So that's what you want to understand when you're learning any computer-based program in healthcare. So with the EHRs and the EMRs, from an administrative standpoint, you'll be performing basically the 10 steps within the revenue cycle. So what that means is all of these programs perform the 10 steps. They can perform scheduling functions. They can perform different sections of areas where you would post your notes. Of course, posting charges, that would include the CPT codes and the ICD-9 codes that is actually connected to money. So again, all of these programs perform the same functionalities within the revenue cycle. And so they perform the same tasks, so it doesn't matter where you work at, they all perform the same thing, they just look different. So it doesn't matter if you're going into coding or billing or whatever area in healthcare, it's very imperative that your data entry skills are clean. Meaning always take time to review and do a quick audit of your work at the end of the day to ensure that you inputted the correct data. Especially if you're performing scheduling functions or registration functions, you want to ensure that the information and the data matches the insurance card information. Why? Because the insurance company has that information, so when they receive the claim, it has to match in order for them to pull up their file. So even if the patient's name is spelled different on their ID, always go with the information on the insurance card. Also, the data is uploaded or scanned into the EMRs and EHRs. So if a patient hands you an ID card, we take copies of it and then it gets scanned into the patient's chart later that day. So just keep that in mind. As far as your patient fusion goes, again, as long as you can get in and begin to input patients' information and begin to work the accounts, that's the main thing that you want to focus on here. I understand sometimes these programs don't always function correctly when the students are going in, but as long as you can perform the task and understand what you're doing, that's the main thing. You want to basically master your skills of understanding how to work an EMR or EHR. And again, all that means is making sure that the claim is created correctly, all the information is correct, and it gets paid and the account gets closed out. That's why we call it the revenue cycle, the life cycle of a claim, from the time from scheduling all the way to the account gets closed, paid and closed. So Jackie, I hope this is a little helpful for you. Again, keep doing a great job that you're doing. And always remember, you're going to be trained when you get on your job. Even if you know how to work these programs, you're still going to get trained at your new job, and your focus is to get the shortcuts, and so you can perform your tasks much easier. And there's always tons of shortcuts in these programs, so you'll learn that as you go to your prospective jobs in the future. All right, until next time, this is Instructor Pamela. Thank you for listening, and journey well. Bye-bye now.